So today we will be talking about / reviewing, whatever you would like to call it, the Superman and Lois series finale. So this video will contain spoilers. I'll give you my general thoughts at the very beginning, and then I will go into full-blown spoiler territory because there are a lot of things I want to talk about with this series finale, and this does bookmark the end of DC superhero stuff on the CW. I know it wasn't exactly in the Arrowverse because they recast it and they had a few different actors play different roles from the Arrowverse, but it was still Arrowverse adjacent, I guess you could call it. But anyway, without further ado, shall we begin? So, Superman and Lois, the series finale. There's 4 seasons of the show. If you follow this channel at all, you know I'm a huge Arrowverse fan, huge DC fan. That's not saying that I'm not a Marvel fan either. I'm definitely a Marvel fan. But I've always been a bit more, just accustomed to the DC side, and I've always just kind of gravitated more towards that. But, this is pretty much the end of an era for a universe that literally started with Smallville, that is officially part of the Arrowverse now because of Crisis on Infinite Earths, and now it ended with Superman and Lois. So it's actually very fitting that the universe, the CW verse, I guess you could call it, started with Superman and ended with Superman. So I actually found that incredibly fitting. But like I was saying, I'm going to give you my spoiler-free thoughts on this. The first part is, this is a fantastic finale. The best way to look at it is the first 20 minutes is a finale to that story of the season, which was a phenomenal season, by the way. It was absolutely one of the best Superman projects / just Superman things that we've gotten in a very, very long time. I'd put up there with the first Christopher Reeve Superman movie. That's how good of a movie I think it is. How good of a TV show I think it is just in Superman property-wise. And the other 20 minutes is kind of a series finale, catching up with everyone and seeing where their lives are eventually going to lead. And I absolutely love that. The final battle with Doomsday was awesome. The final battle with Lex Luthor was awesome. Michael Cudlitz played Lex Luthor in this season. That was another change from the Arrowverse, because in the Arrowverse, John Cryer is Lex Luthor, and I think he's an absolutely fantastic Lex Luthor, but this version of Lex was a lot more mean, a lot more just ruthless, because he lost everything and he wanted to take it out on Lois, and that's pretty much what the final 2 episodes and this whole season has been about, and it was so good. This season is just phenomenal. Like I was saying, Superman and Lois will probably go down in history as one of the best Superman projects that there ever has been. I know that some people shy away from stuff being on the CW. Definitely just give this a chance. It's really good. If you're a Superman fan, watch this show. There's no reason not to watch it. It is that good. And this was such a solid finale. It gave me absolutely everything I wanted. But before I get into spoilers, because there are spoilers I want to talk about, this is one of the best projects I've seen. This is Superman in my opinion. And at the end of the day, this finale was one of the best finales I've ever witnessed, and I would honestly I'd give this a 10 out of 10. This is awesome-tacular in every sense of the word, and I don't see it getting much better than this. Now, that's not saying that I'm not looking forward to Superman in 2025 next year. I'm really, really looking forward to that, but for this bookend of the Arrowverse / Arrowverse adjacent, this was just so good, and I couldn't be happier. But now that that's out of the way, let's actually get into spoilers. So we have the big fight with Doomsday and all that, and Doomsday's in his final form, which looks most closely to the comics, and I really did like it. I thought it was really cool, and he had an awesome fight with Clark and all that, and the boys are trying to help and all that, and pretty much what happens is John Henry has an idea to time it perfectly so the hammer goes boing right on his head, and it just kind of knocks him out and really takes him back for a little while, that being Doomsday. And then while they're doing that, they bring him out into the sun, and this is where we got our first big character moment of the episode, which was pretty much when Doomsday, which was Bizarro because of what Lex did to him. The more he killed him, the more he came back, which is a pretty cool twist, I gotta say. But this was when Doomsday was like this, and then he actually just went back into the sun himself because he was so tired of the fight, so tired of all of it, and I thought that was just so well done. It was a very sympathetic moment with a character that didn't want to be evil, that just became evil because of Lex Luthor. But after that, we got the great fight up in the sky between Lex Luthor and Clark, and I absolutely love this fight. I thought it was so good, especially that slow motion shot when he's like this, and then like Lex gets punched out of his suit. Like, it is just so good, and he ends up defeating Lex Luthor, and then we pretty much get the screen goes to black, and then we get a title card that says 1 year later. So I'm like, oh, okay, so we're only jumping a year. That's not that big, and we see that there's a wedding going on, and it's actually Lana Lang and John Henry, and I thought that was really good and really fitting. I really did enjoy that. I was like, those two characters found each other, and it was only fitting too, since everything that John Henry has been through, coming from the other world to this world, just seeing everything fall apart, and having Lois be the one to coordinate the wedding. I was like, oh, that's the ice on top of the cake. But then comes the heavy hitting part. So this was the part that really, like, will probably get to a lot of people. I know it got to a lot of people, like, but I gotta give them this for actually doing this, and I thought it was absolutely fantastic with how they did it, which was, we get a monologue of Clark pretty much just telling everyone how, like, the years passed and all that, and how the boys grew up, and then the boys end up having their own families, which eventually I'm sure they're gonna have, like, light powers and all that. But one little cool tidbit, the older son was actually played by Bitsy Tolik's real life husband, and she plays Lois Lane, and she's honestly one of the best Lois. Honestly, give Tyler and Bitsy their flowers, because it is that good. But and then we hear that Lois's cancer actually came back, and the fact that she was older, she couldn't really fight it as she used to, and she actually ended up passing away. And we're seeing Clark grow older too, because of like the heart that General Lane gave up for him, because it was gonna humanize him. And I was like, that was the first gut punch. And then as it grew on, Clark said he lived for another 32 years, which was a gift, because he got a dog, which was Crypto. And then eventually he ends up like hanging out with Kyle or whatever, and then he has a heart attack in the exact same spot where his father did. And he was like, it's only fitting that I have a heart attack where it was, but thank God Kylo was with him, because he got him back to his bed so he could pass away, like, with his family and all that. And honestly, it was just so well done. And then after he passes away, he comes out of this dream state, and he goes into just like this ginormous monologue where he's just talking about the real things in life that matter, is like family, friends, love, forgiveness. And as he's going through all of this, we're seeing like ghosts slash phantoms, whatever you want to call it, just like everybody that impacted his life. And one of the best scenes that really got to me was when he was talking about forgiveness, and we went to Lex Luthor, which obviously he probably died in prison, but he was wearing all black, so I am kind of curious if that meant like he went to hell after he died. But just like when Clark said forgiveness, and he went like that to Lex, and he was just like, he was going like that scene was just, that was Superman. Like, no matter like what he did in this season, no matter what he went about, like, Clark still found it in his heart to forgive him. And I actually thought that was just absolutely beautiful. That was one of the scenes that really broke me. I'm not afraid to say that a few scenes did in this episode, but I thought that was just so well done. Like, that is core Superman right there. Hope. Like, I don't think like we've ever gotten this type of Superman that well done, and I was like, this is Superman. Like, from everything that the ups and downs that the Arrowverse had, and the ups and downs that Superman as a character has had, in a world where it seems like every project, every movie, oh, what if Superman was bad, blah 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 blah. Like, no, like, let's actually focus on this where Superman was like good, and he reminded people of what it meant to be good. And I thought that was absolutely just beautiful. And then he was going through the rest of his life, seeing the boys, seeing the family, seeing Crypto again, which was a great touch. A golden retriever too. I thought that was really well done. And then at the very tail end, like, Lois is waiting for him on the other side in the red dress, and then he was like, it's about love. And I was like, that is like, this is the way to end it. And then he goes over to the other side, and he pretty much embraces all of it, and like, it's a beautiful ending. I honestly don't think I could have, I don't think I could have thought up a better ending. I don't think anyone else could have thought up a better ending. Like, this is perfect. in my personal opinion. There's not a single nitpick I would have with it. Like, it is just so well done, and this season was phenomenal. This season reminded us of what Superman should be. I know this video went on for a while. This is longer than my usual videos, but I really wanted to make a video about this finale because I couldn't get over with how well done it was and how good it was, and honestly the fact that it breaks you multiple times, and I thought it was just fantastic. And I will be doing a video of every Arrowverse series finale ranked from my least favorite to my favorite, so definitely keep a view out for that. But honestly, that was my review of Superman and Lois, the series finale, and let me know what your review is of the Superman and Lois series finale down in the comments below. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and a subscribe so I know to keep making more of these. If you have any video requests, please leave them down in the comments below. I'll do my best to reply. As of now, I have no video requests, so if you do have any, just let me know. As long as within my capability of making it, I will be making it. And like I was saying just a few seconds ago, if you watch the Superman and Lois series finale, let me know what you thought of it down in the comments below. And I gotta say, like, Michael Cudlett's he's definitely in the talk now for one of the best Lex Luthors. I still think the argument is still between Michael and John, but definitely up there for Michael now, like Michael Cudlitz, because he is just so well done. And honestly, this finale was just so good. I can't say enough good things about it. But anyway, thanks for watching as always, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Bye.